Hello.
Introduce your name and your pronouns.
Hi, everybody. My name is Flora, and I use the pronouns they and them or thor. No, that's not a pronoun, but
It could be a neo.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be, but it's not. Just they, them is cool. Thank you.
My name's Val. I go by practically all pronouns. You can even add neo pronouns in there. I don't know.
True. Yeah, I feel like I just totally came off as a hater on neo pronouns, and I did not mean to do that at all. Whatever pronouns you want are totally cool with me. Honestly, he and she are also fine as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I have students. I'm a TA, and some of my students call me Mrs. Flynn in class.
Wait, TA for what?
Elementary school, fourth and fifth graders on Zoom.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What?
they
Oh
bring
my
me
God. Okay.
joy.
I'll ask you about the school later. I'm not trying to dox these kids, but oh my God. Are you trying to be also like a teacher? Like, are you into that?
Yeah, I'm super into it. They are so awesome. I love kids.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to ask,
Yes.
when did you start Dooverfest? And tell me all about it.
Okay, so do over fest, which yes,
Do
it
over?
does spell like Doover, which was probably a bad choice on my end. But yeah, it's do over fest. But you know what? How Doover is cool too. I like Doover. But I started it because I got that's what you asked, right?
Yeah.
How did it start? So like I applied for a grant like a long time ago with the Blank Minds to throw like music festivals because I was throwing a lot of music festivals at the time. And I was just like a friend had just sent it to me and I was like, what the heck? Free money. I don't know. I was like 18. I never filled out a grant before in my life. And then like I never heard back. So I just like assumed nothing had happened with it. And then a year later they were like, you won. And I was like, I won what? What the heck? And so then they like gave me this grant and they were like, "You can use this to throw your festival." But then COVID hit.
Right.
I was like, "Whoa, how do I like throw a festival? Should I just table it?" They were like, "Or you could do it online." And then I was like, "Whoa, doing it online is actually like a really cool idea because anybody can come. Like, you don't have to just be in LA. Like, maybe some people like it's really hard to get to a venue, or like a lot of venues just like aren't accessible." So I was like, "Whoa, this is a great way to like bring this to like anybody that wants to go." And then I was like, "It can also be free because it's online, and people can have like." Unlimited times to like show their art. I can do any medium. It doesn't have to only be like 4 bands. I could have like 5 million bands on there because it's like doesn't matter. And I just thought that that was like so cool. And also it's super cheap because I was like, okay, I got $3,000 from this grant. It costs like 2 grand in permits to like rent a space in West Hollywood, which is like, okay, then I'm just giving West Hollywood the money back from the grant. So that's dumb. I didn't want to do that. And then it's like, see, here is my cat. He is very naughty.
Oh my God, he's grown so big. Oh,
Ow! He just bit me in the eye.
heck.
Yeah. Ow, man. That kind of hurt. He's very naughty. And does whatever he wants, and we'll probably try to lay on the keyboard so many times. You're sleepy though. Go to sleep. Sometimes he just sleeps on my lap or on my keyboard. He's very cute. But yeah, so then I was like, okay, we're doing it online. Oh yeah, and so like not having to like do it in person eliminated so much financial cost, which is like I wanted it to like be as cheap as possible to do so I could give all the money to the artist because I was like that's what I really want to do with this like grant money, just like share it with other people. Cause yeah. Um and then originally the festival was going to be like in LA and I was just looking for like trans artists of color like in
Yeah.
LA. And I just like couldn't really find any and that's 100% on me cuz now I know so many, but I just like didn't know anybody in my like immediate bubble and I was like having a hard time finding people online. But then just putting out a flyer that was like anybody that like wants to be in this like please reach out to me. I've like met so many people and it's just been like so awesome like because I really knew like no other like trans people of
Yeah.
color that were like doing any sort of art and now like I know so many and I was like and now I can just like everybody that I know I'm like hey have you heard of all of these other people and it's just like I don't know it's just really cool.
Yeah. So this all started when you were 18, right?
Yeah, that was when I like filled out the grant. No, it must have been earlier. I have no idea. Because I just got it recently again a second time to do the grant again. So like I can keep funding Do Over Fest. but it must have been 2 years ago. So I was 20 when
Okay.
I first submitted the application, and then we did the first one last year when I was 21 in August. Wow, I can't believe it's been a year already. What is time?
Bro, you were doing Cyberscape before Cyberscape even happened. You were straight up doing online opportunity because it's very true that at least in the scene, I feel like in any kind of scene, really, but mainly I only really know the LA kind of
Mhm.
scene and a little bit of the Long Beach one, but it's kind of like there's mainly just white guys.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many scenes like within a city though. I feel like because like now I feel like I know about way more like different like pockets of communities, but definitely like what people claim is like the scene is always, yeah, like shitty white dudes fucking playing like psychedelic rock or like fucking whatever. And it's like it's not that your music is bad or boring, but because every single fucking one of you on every lineup sounds like that, it's fucking boring. And it's
Yeah,
like, why are you the only people like that are allowed to make music? Because it's like everybody I know that like goes to the shows and like does stuff like on the side and are like, oh, this is just like my silly little projects, sound so good and are like so much better than all these people. And it's just like
yeah,
we need all those people on the stage and everybody that's on the stage to like just take some fucking time off or
yeah.
like I don't know, just shut up.
It's literally just people trying to be like the what is it, Grateful Dead or something. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to reenact,
Yeah.
reenact their 70s dream.
Yeah.
And it's like
I
I
do like some Grateful Dead songs though, but I do know exactly the kinds of people. Yeah.
because
It's
it's like
just boring. It's just boring because it's a lot of the same. And that's like,
and it also
just,
attracts a lot of the same. Because once you
yeah.
have a lineup filled with, I feel like white cis guys, you attract lots of shows that bring in other white cis guys or
Yeah.
white
And
cis.
it's because it's just like everybody you know, right? So it's like white guys like that only know other white guys like that. And so they're like just bringing their friends to play. And that's like how you get
Yeah,
to like where everything is just like
yeah,
so freaking lame and not fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
it,
like it made me not want to play shows for a long time because I really hated that.
no, that's very understandable. Yeah, because I feel like with and sometimes like when white cis women play, love the white women, but you know,
No, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's the same thing. And then it's like deemed as like progressive or like really forward. And it's like this is kind of just a little bit of this. This is just like the same thing.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And they yeah, of course they still deal with misogyny.
Hmm.
Obviously, white
Hmm.
cis men hate
Yeah.
white cis women,
Yes.
so they deal with
Yeah.
their problems too, but at the same time it's still not enough because you
No.
still deal with white women not having the idea of being inclusive to trans people because they might be TERFs or they
Hmm.
don't understand if they're in a good specifically middle class or upper class white women
Yes.
if they don't
Yes.
understand what lower class
Right.
um,
Hmm. Hmm.
people go
It's
through.
yeah. Because it's
They
all
might,
it's still just being gate kept, right? And it's still
yeah,
like all your friends look the same, and that's who you're like. Yeah.
yeah, essentially that. And so I think the fact that do over fest is bringing in
Perfect.
all of these people is that the best thing is that one, everyone is different, looks different, has different backgrounds. So it's more like not just this weird glob of this one solid thing.
Yeah. I think a big thing of that for me was like anybody that wanted to be in it, I was just like, yes. If you
Mhm.
were like trans or you were like POC, BIPOC, and you want to be in it, I was just like, you can be in it. Up until like the only problem was like the funding, right? Because it's like I could have everybody come, but then I'd be paying everybody like $1. And it's like ultimately everybody only really got like $100, which like it is a lot of money, but also it's nothing at all. And
Was
it's
it
like
like a
you
hundred
can't
per person?
yeah, it was like 100 per artist. And then some artists were like, I need to be paid more, otherwise like I can't like do this like financially, like as an artist, like I need to be paid more. So I paid them more because I was like, I totally respect that.
Yeah.
And I managed to like match donations. So, So like I matched what I got from the grant in just like private donations because I literally messaged every single person in my Facebook list and asked them if they could donate $1. So I managed to match like 3 grand in donation, but it's like that money still goes away so quick because I had like
Yeah,
50 artists. So yeah,
crazy.
I prioritized payment for like black artists first. So I think they got like $200, and then it's like everybody else got 100. And
Yeah.
then for white artists of color, I was like, I'll put you on the site, but it's like I'm not paying you right now, which is why. And I felt, yeah,
That's so
yeah,
funny. If you're
I
white,
felt
you're
really,
not getting paid.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I still want to pay people more. I don't know. It's so hard because
No,
it's
it's
like
awfully.
it's hard to freaking fund stuff because like people could just give that money directly to the artist. Why would they just like give it to me? That's
Mm,
also why I tried to push people like push people's like work because it's like them for their work, and then just like then they'll have like money because they'll have like a new like. Also, there I'm just a huge fan of like anything that like people are passionate about. I'm like, this is so awesome. Like you do this, like I love this because it's like you can tell when people like really love what they do, and
yeah.
that's just like I don't know. I
No,
love what I do, so I love when other people but you spend hours on this shit. Like when I was editing all the like photos for like I built a website and I did all the photo design by myself and I spent like 3 weeks literally just doing that nonstop.
mm-hmm.
And I feel like I just have to like believe in myself to the point where it's like stupid, where I'm like, I just have to do all this work because like I hope ah exposed. I hope that one day like it will all like
Oh
you
yeah.
know, be worth
Yeah.
it. But it's definitely a privilege to like get to like work on art and to like invest in other people for
I
sure, 100%. Which I don't think enough like artists recognize. Like a lot of
oh,
people don't have this free time or like free brain space or like free energy.
100%. They're like putting money into these artists. And these people barely like bands don't even get paid that much. They get paid like
Yeah,
$10 sometimes on a good day.
yeah,
And like you're
yeah.
putting so much money.
Very lucky to be in this position to have gotten that grant and yeah, just in
No,
general.
because you're doing mostly everything, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Not paying people. Like if I had one like other person like working with me and I wanted to like pay them for the work, I would not be able to afford to. So it's
Yeah.
like,
We
yeah.
recently have Rachel from Benoit, who they're Benoit, you know Benoit? They're like a band. You should totally check them out. They were for
I'm
J.
looking them up.
Okay.
Benoit. How do you spell that?
Um, they're considered BNT, but BNT hardcore.
What the heck is that? Oh, that's their
Their
Instagram. I thought you
Instagram.
were telling me that's their genre. And I
No,
was like, what the heck? Ooh, yeah, this looks good.
they
I'm
are
into it. Inglewood
amazing.
hardcore jazz. Yes.
They're
Yes.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And Rachel helps us out with social media. So that's why we have a little thing for Cyberscape called Rachel's Favorites. And it's Rachel,
Oh.
and she does sneak peeks of the vendors and all of that stuff.
Oh. Oh, like those edits?
Yeah.
These ones?
Yeah.
Oh, these are so cool. I love those. I thought those were really, really cool. Oh, you have Mirrored Fatality too?
Dude, yes.
I love them. They're the sweetest. You did an interview with them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I wish I did that.
Oh shit, and you got Uhuru?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so awesome. I did not see all these. Dang. Wow, now I'm so nervous 'cause all these people are so cool.
No. I love Uhuru. Love Mirrored Fatality. Mirrored Fatality is absolutely amazing. They were talking to me. I wish I had them for video format because they talk a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But you
They
know,
just did text or something.
I had to transcribe the whole interview and fit it in 10 slides. That's what we did before we were doing video format is we would transcribe the whole interview and then put it in 10 slides and figure it out. Problem is Mirrored Fatality
Oh my
talks.
gosh.
I love y'all. Mirrored Fatality, if you're watching this, I love you guys. But gays, you talk too much. It's so
I love them so much. They're so sweet. But yeah, that's a lot of work transcribing. Like,
Yeah,
my
but
hat is off.
no, love them. They blew my mind. They submitted a video. I like that's when they submitted their IGTV thingy for us.
Uh-huh.
Trilingual, bro.
Yeah.
Trilingual.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways. So the second question, this is so like off. This is a tangent.
Wait, can I ask you a question before you ask me a question?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very sorry I'm late to the game. I didn't really know that much about Cyberscape until I heard about your event. So
That's
can you
okay.
tell me, because what you're doing is really cool and I want to like be informed, you know, and like
Of
know.
course. So
Okay.
basically started this during COVID. Literally during COVID. We started this in January. So this is our third month.
What? January of this year?
Yes.
Wow. And you're already doing this?
Yes.
Wow.
Literally, this is our third month.
Yay.
So we barely started in January. It was because we saw that people would be throwing shows in person. And Lynn is a very passionate human being and was like, this is travesty. And I agree. I completely agree.
It is a travesty.
And so we decided it'd be great to do an online format of shows and a flea market. That way it's like people can actually do things online instead of risking their lives and risking other people's lives in a pandemic.
Genius.
And personally, we would love to throw in real life shows, in the future. But we also really like online stuff. Personally, I really love we love the online flea market together because it's also accessible to people with disabilities,
Yes. Yeah.
people who don't have like that, privilege of like being able to walk around and like go to different places. Like it's so much accessible for online vendors who may be disabled or who may have
Yeah.
problems like going around and transportation to like just sell online. And so we love the scene. Both of us adore the scene so much because it's helped us for everything that like, I'm just here to help out the scene, help out different artists during this pandemic. And we want to do this. At least we both want to do this, especially me, for years. I wanted to continue this thing until I fucking die. Like Cyberscape is my little baby.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and that's what we're doing. We're trying to help out as many artists as possible. And we can do basically any genre, but we've mainly done a lot of like punk stuff and lots of stuff. But I'm very like open to like rap and like all this other kind of genres because I love rap, love my rappers, love queer rappers, I'm so down with rap and other or jazz or any really kind of music. But as of right now, lots of punk people have been.
Yeah. I feel like that's like the main genre for a lot of like local DIY stuff is like a lot of rock and a lot of like punk, which I definitely like that stuff too. But I never felt like that was like the music that I really listened to in my own time or the music that I really wanted to make. Yeah.
For both of us, we're both very into punk music. So, it works out perfect for us because it's mainly what we listen to on our own time.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, I'd be so down to have a rapper.
Yeah.
I know
it's just fun to have new things.
BNT it's so interesting. They're punk, but they have some rap elements in it. So they have this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's like a part in their song Next to Normal where there's literally a rap part of it in it. It's super cool.
Because their thing says hardcore jazz. So I didn't know it was going to be punk, but that's cool. I really would. I'm going to listen to their stuff after this.
You should definitely. But it's literally, we started this because of COVID and we're just in love with it. Really.
That's so awesome. If you ever need help with anything or want to work on anything, let me know. Because I feel like we kind of like are doing like similar things. And that's so cool that you are doing that like 3 months. Wow, that's awesome.
Bro, we're here to help you anytime also. Just so you know,
you guys
need help. You need help. We're down to help.
It's a help you're putting me on your show. That is a huge help. Thank you.
That is true, but
I was like, yay.
That is so funny. Okay, so the second question is, How was it during that time of playing in the blank minds, and what was different about your music style then and now, and why is it so different?
Oh boy. Okay, wait. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. So I feel like in blank minds, the music was a bit of, not correct me if I'm wrong, but it was kind of like surf rockish, you know. But your music now is a very
Yeah.
different vibe, and I wanted to know why.
Okay. So when I started making music, all I knew was bands, right? Like I didn't really know that much about music really at all before I like started playing music. So like everything I know about music now is what from everyone I've ever played with has taught me. Like everybody that I've like been in like a band with has like totally showed me a genre. Like I didn't know jack shit about like classical music or like jazz or like rock. I didn't like I had no idea who the Grateful Dead were before like the band. Like I really didn't know anything except pop. I've always loved pop music. Like I did like some bands like but it's like I mostly just like listened to pop like growing up and it wasn't until I like met people who like did music that I like learned about like music stuff. So I never really knew really what the fuck I was doing. I was just kind of like just like doing whatever like I wanted. Um musically I really liked like 21 Pilots at the time. Like I really liked like a lot of those like band things.
Mhm.
But then like towards the end I like knew I really wanted to make like pop. Like I really want to be like a pop artist. Or I thought I was like bedroom pop, and that was like what I had like in mind when I was like trying to make music and like trying to make the song something. But it's like now everybody says it sounds like alternative or like emo or like rock and like not like pop. But it's definitely like all the blank mind stuff is like we're just playing like a band, right? It's just like
Yeah.
live drums. Everything is like basically live. And then this is like I'm doing everything in my room and I'm doing like layers and it's not like it doesn't have as much of like a live feel. And I feel like that's like the main difference sound wise, or it's kind of like now I'm using like everything I've learned from everybody else and like kind of playing my own interpretation of it. So it's really interesting to hear like because we have songs that we've been playing with the blank minds that we never like recorded that now I like have done my own versions of and they sound so different but also like really cool. My cat is biting my necklace. Um, so it's really interesting. Like I want to do like I'm kind of like working on an album and I want to do like the one where it's like the studio version, which is like everything like how I pictured it, and then I want to do like a live band version with like
That'd be
everybody
sick.
and see how like they sound. It's like the same song, but it sounds so different.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money to record something in a studio. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
and to pay like everybody on it. So hopefully, if I ever like get paid to do music, I can do that because that's like I'm manifesting that right now.
We're
One day,
manifesting it.
I'll do an album in a studio, and it will be really fun.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know if that answered your question, but
no,
I
it
enjoyed
did.
talking about that.
Absolutely
Okay,
did.
perfect.
Okay. So how many people, I was looking to your TikTok because for this, I'm looking to
No,
everything.
not the TikTok.
I looked so into your TikTok. And
Oh boy.
how many people did you end up paying for them to duet your TikTok?
One person. Only my friend did it. Only my friend did it. And I was like, I thought this was like such a smart idea. I
Me
was like, I'm
too.
gonna get so many people to listen to my song. Nope, literally just my friend. And then I zelled them and I said, thank you so much for supporting me.
I thought that was so smart. I saw and I was like, oh man, their bank account is hurting.
I know, I thought it would like go viral. And I was like, I'm not gonna do more than like 20 people, and I'm just gonna say that. But no, I didn't even get more than one person. So yeah.
I loved your TikTok. Your TikTok was very entertaining.
Thank you. I really appreciate it because I really like put a lot of effort into it, and then I'm like, why am I putting all this effort into it for like nothing? But it's like either I put way too much effort into it, or I like literally put no effort into it at all.
Do you have a
And
TikTok for dooverfest?
no,
You should totally make
I
one.
just did an Instagram, and I can barely freaking post on that once a month. It's a lot of work running a thing. Like sorry.
Renegade.
I should what?
Be the renegade on dooverfest TikTok. You might get famous.
As a TikTok dancer, have you seen like one of the first videos I ever posted on TikTok is I did the Doja Cat Say So dance in like pigtails, and I dressed up really femme, and I put it on TikTok. I thought it was so funny. It like got like no views. Um, but I had a really good time filming it. It was fun. I think I might have taken it down, but
Maybe because I didn't see that.
yeah, it was like the first video. Or it was like, do you remember when on TikTok it was like the sound bored in the house? Yeah, I'm in the house
Yeah,
bored. And that was like my first video. It was like I made a smoothie and I was like lip syncing to that.
I love.
Are you on TikTok? What's
I
your
am on
TikTok?
TikTok. I am on TikTok. My TikTok is actually, what is my TikTok name? Let me check this out. Mine is Val the Lizard.
Ooh, are you a lizard?
People back then, when my name was Elizabeth, everyone called me Liz, and then people would associate that with lizard. So I decided, yes.
Do you like TikTok? How do you feel about TikTok?
I think I have so many thoughts about TikTok. I love TikTok, but at the same time, it's like the more that we're going, oh, I'll follow you back. Okay, work. The more that we're further into this quarantine, the worse it gets. And it's to a point where, like, sometimes I'm like, I just want this pandemic to end so that TikTok would stop getting toxic. Because it's the ultimate thirst is insane of people just putting thirst traps and basically commenting like, okay, but
Really? I don't see that.
I've been on every corner of TikTok. It is horrifying.
Wow, okay. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely like super into my niche. You know, TikTok has built me a house in their algorithm, and that is where I stay, and they feed me exactly what I
What's your
want.
niche?
And I know when I like gay people, trans people, people talking about how much they hate white people, like that
Uh,
he just Tandoori, stop. Otherwise I'll make you leave. Can you behave? Yeah. He bit me in the arm.
I've seen, I have seen old people thirst trapping on TikTok, seen drug TikTok, I've seen fight TikTok, I've seen breakup TikTok, I've seen every single like toxic,
Wow.
and I'm like, the way
Wow.
that people go insane, or like the comments are mean, and I'm like,
Wow.
you guys need to
I
go
don't ever
home.
yeah.
I'm like, you guys need to go
Wow.
outside, have some fun.
Yeah.
It's
I would
crazy.
cry like I've gotten very little hate on the internet, which I'm so grateful for. Cause like if people say like one mean thing to me, I will like cry and think about it for like a day straight. It's like I'm like very sensitive, and I'm trying to like get mentally prepared for like people to hate on me online, which I'm sure it's inevitable. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm really scared because
Have you ever gotten a hate comment on TikTok?
no.
That's so
And
cool.
or if I have, I haven't seen it. Yeah. Yeah. I
I
feel like
got
very,
one.
very lucky.
I got one. It was because I did some duet or something that was so stupid. And I didn't think if people were gonna watch it. I genuinely didn't believe.
Yes, I don't think anybody's ever gonna watch anything that I post. I'm just like, nobody who even, yeah.
And it was something about like some weird, it's like one of those like TikTok, like male TikTokers that like little white boys like. And I just did something really stupid because I genuinely thought no one would do this.
Yeah.
Someone commented, "This is why we say women aren't funny."
Ew.
And this was already when my caption had like all my pronouns. And I just put, man, that's all I comment.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's so
damn.
stupid.
And so I was like, I thought that was the funniest thing though. I was like, man, I got my first hate comment. And then someone else put like, what the fuck is this? And then I got
This is
but
art.
nice
That's
comment.
what you say.
I was like, I got a this deserves a follow comment.
I'm gonna go like hate on all those comments on your account that were like mean. I'm gonna be like, can you even read the caption?
Oh my god. And then I've gotten some other hate comments. I'll tell you this after the interview because it's like
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is all I forgot we were recording. Well, I didn't forget, but I was like, I hope nobody watches this.
Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be like a long ass like podcast almost.
Yeah, honestly, for real, we should just release a podcast. I've honestly been wanting to do a podcast for a long time. I've been wanting to do a music podcast where I like interview people on like how they make their music. Have you ever heard like tape beat? I don't know. There's like a lots of music podcasts where people talk about how they like make their music.
I
And I
listen
just
to
want to get what?
I listen to comedy podcasts.
Oh my god, me too. Wait, which ones?
I
Wait,
listen
who?
to I listen to Bob and Monet, so sibling rivalry.
Yes, yes.
Queen. I listen to Trix and Katya, although I dislike
Okay.
ads they have.
Huh?
They have too many ads.
Yeah, they're I have many issues with them, but I do think that their show is funny, but
I love them so much. I know
they
that
just
they're
like
problematic. I know
yeah.
Trixie's problematic, but at the same time, I'm in this weird dilemma where it's like lots of like black queens are like still friends with Trixie. So I'm like,
Right, like Bob is, and Bob is pretty cool.
yeah, that's why. And I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you can
you know,
yeah. I try to just be like because I love a lot of like garbage shit, like reality TV and like
same.
bad YouTubers. And then I just kind of have to be like I can watch this and appreciate it and still recognize that like this is shitty and like you shouldn't be doing these things, but it's like also I want to like laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I listen to the Sweet Boys, which is Garrett and Andrew. I listen to Curtis Connor. I listen to TMG.
you like Curtis Connor?
I do like
I have
Curtis.
a close friend who really likes Curtis Connor, so that's funny. Interesting.
I listen to the Tiny Meat Gang, just Cody and Noel.
I don't
And
know.
I listen to sometimes there's this trans guy, outspoken, Sam Collins. He has a podcast.
I know Sam Collins. Yeah, he was like one of the dudes when I was like just coming out as trans. Cause that's how I like figured out I was trans. I saw these like white boys on Instagram. He was one of those white boys. And I was like, you could do this? And I was like,
I
hell yeah.
love. And then I listen to Sad Boys, which is these two guys, Jordan and Jarvis. They're like these YouTubers.
They really don't play with podcasts. You got a long list.
I got a long list. And my friends Azrael and Parker, who are Azrael is a part of Jordan, which is this like musical duo of two black artists. It's like musical duo, heavenly music, literally. And my friend Parker, who was a vendor, and she's an artist, like
Mhm.
a drawing artist. And they both made a podcast on the Stereo app. I don't know if you've heard of it,
I
but
think so.
and I've recently started listening to them. And so it's called what? It's called Growing Up, I think. So shout out to them if you want
Yes.
new
Shout
podcasts.
out.
And they talk about lots of cool things. And yeah.
Sorry. Keep going. I'm so sorry. Interrupt.
No, oh my God, it's fine.
I like Bob and I like Katya and Trixie. I don't listen to their podcast specifically, but I love Nicole Byer, who is like friends with them. And she has like 5 podcasts and I am obsessed with her and I go to all her like live stream shows. She's the host of Nailed It. Do you know that show on Netflix?
Yeah.
She's the host.
Oh
So
my
she has
God.
a bunch of podcasts and she's so fucking funny. And I literally love her so much. Like I listen to her podcast all the time. I talk about her all the time like we're friends. Don't know her at all. But I think she's so funny. Like I know my roommate Quinn gets annoyed because I'm always like driving and like Quinn likes to listen to music and I'm like, can we listen to a podcast, please?
No,
She just makes me laugh.
I love Bob and Monet. I love the fact that they fight so much. That sounds so toxic, but that's my thing. I'm like, I
No.
really like that they're fighting because I know that they're fine at the end.
Yeah, sibling fighting. Yeah, I'm big on that as well. Me and my siblings like argue a lot, but I like all out of love, you know. So it's like,
Yeah. No, I get that. Um, Also, I when I was looking into you, I saw something super, super cool that I'm gonna ask about. So how did you get the notice that you're gonna be on the Rolling Stones India?
that is a mirage. So that like literally Mirrored Fatality got on that, and I was like, oh my god, Summer, what the heck? How did you guys get on this? This is like literally so cool. And they were like, oh, I literally just messaged this guy on Instagram that like writes that column. So I literally just messaged him, and he was like, yeah, this is great. I'll like let you know. And then he posted about it and I was like, this is so cool. But it's like literally just one of those things where it's like, you know, somebody, or it's like I literally just sent a DM. Like it wasn't like a big thing like at all. And it's like looks really cool like from
Yeah.
afar, but I mean, it's definitely like it feels really good, but it was definitely just like it kind of feels like a fluke, right? Because I like literally just DM'd a guy and he was like, okay. And then he posted this meme where he was like, artist with one song. And then it was like Rolling Stones India. And I was like, that is so funny. That I put it on my story.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
so yeah.
You just got roasted on this man's like,
No, that's so funny. He still liked the song. He liked the song and he did on there. So like, I just think that that's hilarious.
I love that.
But I think somebody made the meme about him because his face was like photoshopped on it. Like
Oh,
he was like, yeah, yeah,
word. Yeah, no, I saw the TikTok you made that you're on Rolling Stones and I was like,
yeah.
oh, like you were on the Rolling Stones?
I know, I know. It seems like very like because they got that logo on the top, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
I've
God.
never spoken to anybody from Rolling Stones, unless that one guy.
Um, so first of all, if you could create, oh, I guess it's the last question, which is okay because we talked a lot, but we can.
Yeah.
If you could create and be any fictional character, what would you be
If I created a fictional character,
for yourself?
at the moment, I want to say I would just like to be like wind in a book, and I just like help a boat to get to where they need to go or like blow the little leaves off the tree. So I'm like a minor character, but like I keep the story going, you know what I mean? It's like a story of a leaf and I'm the wind that like pushes the leaf like
That's so
to
cute.
its new home or something.
I love
I'm
that.
really into just being like floaty and
Mhm.
like not taking things too seriously because I'm very good at making things seem like huge deals and like taking everything very seriously and like so I'm trying to work on letting things happen more naturally and just like trusting that like the universe or the wind or whatever will like provide
All right.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this interview and thank you for
Yes.
being on it.
Shout out to you. Thank
Shout
you
out
so
to
much.
you.
Thank you so much for throwing Cyberscape and getting all these awesome artists together. Thank you for the countless hours that you put into this work to make this run.
Yeah.
So thank you. Shout out to you.
And
Everybody watching, clap for Val.
everyone watching, go to dooverfest and follow them.
Learning it just takes her heart.